In 1982, an exhibition was held at the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston by a Japanese swordsmith, a living national treasure of Japan. At that time, a tachi longsword he had made, representing the height of Japanese craftsmanship, was donated to the museum. Here is a single Japanese sword, a celebrated piece. It is a gasan. The gasan sword-making lineage goes back nearly 1,000 years. The Japanese sword, and the gasan in particular, is shrouded in mystery. Glimmering like ice, the sword, once unsheathed, immediately gathers droplets of moisture on its surface. With not a single blemish, it reflects the blue-tinged light, hinting at an incomparable past and portending a great future. Its curvature is a thing of exquisite elegance, its form powerful and untiring. This power and beauty evokes in us a sense of reverence and caution, born of fear. The gasan swords originate in the city of Sakurai, Nara Prefecture, near the famous Miwa Shrine. Here at the foot of Mount Miwa is a wrought iron smithy, the gasan sword-making workshop. Notable swords are born in the crisp air and flat landscape you find here. The sword is first and foremost a weapon. Its original purpose is for fighting, but the Japanese sword engenders a wholly different concept. The sword, it is believed, represents the spirit of the warrior. It is not a mere tool for slicing flesh, but an embodiment of the spiritual qualities of the samurai: benevolence, bravery, tranquility, and loyalty. The samurai was never reckless in drawing his sword to kill. He sought to alleviate situations without resorting to violence. How does such a thing of beauty, so imbued with spirit, come into being? It takes more than a skilled swordsmith. It takes a genuinely inspired artisan whose workshop is a sacred place, where only after purification ceremony before the gods each morning does work begin. In essence, the swordsmith puts his entire heart and spirit in shaping the sword. That spirit suffuses the Japanese approach to production, even today. We have 800 years of history at Gasan in the swordsmith's technique and spirit, which is so important. When you're tempering a blade, the work seems to be as if you're tempering your own spirit every day. When it comes to the work of hardening the blade, you call upon every ounce of experience and technique you have. Of course, you need years and years of experience. But sometimes you feel something mystically greater than yourself at work. Now that's when I create what is considered a masterpiece, something that I could never have imagined. The The world we live in today is overrun with material goods. Now, the automobile has become an essential part of people's lives. Yet to produce even a single engine component can require immeasurable craftsman-like skill. The water pump is just such a component, responsible for cooling a car's engine. A water pump serves the vital role of circulating coolant. Without it, a car cannot run for even a mile. The water pump functions under the harshest conditions of any part of the engine. It is exposed to below freezing temperatures in the winter when the engine is stopped, to nearly 100 degrees Celsius when the engine is running. Its materials expand and contract with changes in temperature, yet the water pump must never leak nor stop rotating. To ensure such a performance, precision micron-level technologies are required. We live in the computer age, but no matter how much we rely on computers, at a certain point the physical world demands mechanical solutions. At Nissan Pump, the design of computer-controlled pumps relies on human touch and intuition. With the craftsman's precision, this product has been honed to the level of art. Since the company's founding, we have gone through the process of trial and error countless times to develop techniques that work. The secret of making world-class products, in terms of both precision and durability, is maintaining the spirit of the artisan. Between the producer and the user, there exists a relationship of trust that cannot be expressed in mere words. When the swordsmith enters his workshop in the morning, it is with a spirit of purity and innocence. He pounds steel with undivided attention for the samurai, for the protection of life, and for the purification of body and mind. This Japanese spirit is alive and well today at Nissan Pump.
A company, I've always thought, must follow basic principles, and with spirit and the utmost discipline, has the potential to develop into a fine company made up of fine people. I also believe continuation is strength. At the beginning, when our president went on a business trip to the United States, he didn't bring back a single order. But he said he hadn't gone to sell products, but to promote an understanding of what he was doing. He felt that the orders would come. That was certainly the start of our business in the American market. After that, I felt we definitely had a foothold.
I guess that's 23 years ago, and a mutual friend introduced us. And it is a high-quality, well-manufactured product. I'm happy to say that we've had no problems whatsoever with this product. And I really appreciate the fact that Hatano-san tries to develop new items for the market very quickly. That's very important for a company that has a full program of parts for import cars. I think it's because I recognized in Mr. Hatano that he had a good heart, that he was very family-oriented, and that throughout my experience with Hatano-san has been the case. I mean, we've gone out several times socially, and it's always with his family. And we share a lot of common goals and common things that are important to us, such as making sure that we take care of our customers as well, which are our partners. And we shared that in common, and that was very important. I think a partnership is a relationship where the people involved share common goals and ideas, share common values, and work together to accomplish something. Again, we have a very strong relationship. It's a very strong personal relationship. And that is, to me, is very important because business is about people doing business with people.
Everything begins and ends with gratitude. Trust your partner and communicate your true intent. This is partnership, that indescribable relationship of trust that at Nissan Pump we believe exists between maker and user. To produce goods, of course, quality is all important. But everything starts from the heart. You should put your heart into making each and every item. When you put your spirit into something you make, I believe the customer can feel it. That is what I consider the basic starting point for producing anything. Heart. Doing business? It also begins from the heart. When the customer buys your product, they're showing faith in you, so you return that sincerity with a confidence in what you produce, and a relationship of trust is established. Then a partnership begins to develop. One of the hardest things to accomplish in business, and one of the most important. You understand and trust one another, and develop a mutually supportive relationship. Once you establish such a bond of trust, I believe that business will continue to flourish forever. I believe that products are your real salespeople. And we've gotten this far with that conviction. Now also, the brand strength that comes from a partnership is built up by the customer, your partner, fostered by them. Now that's how I see it. When I visit a customer, I always pay them great respect. I could always choose to send the information about a new product, but a face-to-face meeting is the only way to communicate directly and is extremely vital in that respect. The Japanese economy has become worn out. While we're a very small company, we will keep our spirit high and remain hopeful as we work hard at producing goods, the heart of any economy.
より一層夢と希望を持って頑張っていきたいと、こういうふうにすごく思ってるんです。
From heart to heart, that spirit becomes a relationship of mutual trust and imbues the product with spirit. Mencius said, "Benevolence is man's mind, and righteousness is man's path." Nissan Pump will continue to uphold this exalted spirit.